It started as a dare. Three best friends, Liam, Marcus, and Jude, stood at the edge of the dense woods that veiled Hollow Ridge House, a decaying mansion buried deep in whispers and warnings. "I bet you won't even last an hour in there," Marcus smirked, trying to mask his own nerves with bravado. Jude laughed, though his eyes didn't. "Only an hour. Come on, we'll spend the whole night." Liam hesitated. "I don't know. People say that place isn't normal." That was putting it lightly. The stories went back generations. People entered the Hollow Ridge House, but not all of them came out. Those who did never spoke of what they saw, just left town quietly, hollow-eyed and shaking. But the trio, being 17 and full of invincible pride, ignored the warnings and went anyway. The sun dipped behind the trees as they pushed open the rusted gate. The creak sounded less like metal and more like a scream strangled in a throat. The house loomed in the fading light, blackened windows, rotting wood, vines like veins creeping across its surface. They stepped onto the porch. The boards groaned under their weight. Marcus turned on his flashlight and aimed it through the open door. Dust danced in the beam like ash. "Welcome to our new Airbnb," he joked. Inside, the air was thick, heavy like it hadn't moved in years. The walls were stained with watermarks and something darker. Furniture lay broken or covered in tattered sheets. A staircase curled up into the dark like a crooked spine. "Let's split up," Marcus said, already heading toward a hallway. Liam grabbed his arm. "Are you insane? That's how people die in horror movies." "Exactly." Marcus grinned. "Let's make it real." Jude sighed and followed. Liam trailed behind, every creak of the floor sounding like a warning. They explored room after room, each colder than the last. One room was lined with mirrors, all cracked but still reflecting something off. Another had children's toys scattered across the floor, their eyes gouged out or melted like wax. As the night grew darker, the house seemed to breathe around them. Every gust of wind moaned. Every shadow felt like it watched. Then they heard it. A whisper. Faint but clear. It came from upstairs. "Probably the wind," Marcus said, but his voice had lost its edge. "No wind sounds like it's calling your name," Liam whispered. They climbed the stairs, flashlights trembling in their hands. The hallway above was narrower, the ceiling lower. Doors lined each side like teeth. At the far end was one door, closed. It wasn't locked. Jude reached for the knob. It turned too easily, like the house wanted them to go in. Inside was a bedroom, perfectly preserved. Dustless. Clean. A woman's vanity sat by the window, its mirror spotless. A bed, made with crisp sheets, waited like it knew someone was coming. Life for Part 2.